Hey guys, so I actually have, I guess, the two mini topics to talk to you about today. The first one being that Pokémon Neon Glow is taking off of Game Jolt. I mentioned this recently in the last Pokémon Neon Glow trailer, like the beta trailer, if you haven't seen that yet. I mentioned it at the end, but I figured I should go over it a bit more in depth, so let's do that. It pretty much just says that Nintendo of America Incorporated has filed a takedown request of my game under these acts, and for many of the fan games that infringe on copyrights, but there are a lot of copyrights there. Like, there are hundreds if you click here. Like, maybe that's a number, 512, I'm not sure. But anyways, it took down a lot of them, and one of them happened to be mine. In order to comply with Nintendo's requests, they built a system to make our page completely private and accessible to you. So the game's private and accessible to me, but I actually can't search for it, and it doesn't come up when I click on my games. Or my developing games, which was really weird. The only way I could actually get to it was going to other emails that said, like, so-and-so commenting on your game or so-and-so started following your game. And if I clicked those, it would link me to my game. But that was the only way to get my game page. So maybe there's an easier way to find privately accessible pages. But yeah, that was pretty weird. Anyways, so we believe the public should know what content is being removed from Game Jolt and why. Seeking notice from Nintendo here. So this is pretty much just a whole bunch of stuff that Nintendo owns, and if I have any questions, click here. So anyways, the first one's pretty basic. Just the first link, just a whole bunch of stuff about copyright laws. I don't really care to read it over. I get it. I get that I used your IP. I used the word Pokemon. And I get that's why it was taken down and all that stuff. Yeah. Also, this is from the United States of America copyright laws. I doubt Canada's copyright laws are different, but I am in Canada, so maybe I'm home free. No, I'm not even going to try repealing it. I just re-uploaded the game under a different name, and so far, so good. But if you click on the second link, it's a letter saying, "We're from Nintendo of America, Inc." And then it's like, in copyright matters, we own a whole bunch of stuff, and Game Jolt infringes on us with these games, and we're going to get them to disable public access, and here's the things they're not allowed. They're not allowed to have stuff from the Super Mario franchise, the Zelda franchise, or the Pokemon franchise. And then there's all of these games that were taken down. What I've noticed is, as far as I'm concerned, all of them have, like, Mario, Zelda, or Pokemon in the name. So I just avoided using any Pokemon anywhere in the title of the game and in the description, and instead it's under Pokémon Neon Glow now. And that probably should work, because what I think this was is, like, some robot thing just went through, like, some robotic scan, just went through, searched for any games that had this sort of, like, their IPs in their title, and then took them down. So, yeah, like, look at how many games they took down, and they're like, we would appreciate it if you remove all of your infringing content. I didn't. It's private. I'm not even sure how to really access it, so I see no need to remove it, to be honest. And also, I re-uploaded it, because I really don't care. I'm not making profit on this, so you can't, like, sue me or anything, I don't think. I'm pretty sure the worst you can do is just take down my game again. So, whatever. So that's that. Not too much to say there. Just that you need to look for Pokémon Neon Glow now if you want to download the game or a new update for the game. Also, the updated game version. Just go on point to tell you guys this. Most of the new trainers are clones of each other, so they'll have the same team, name, whatever. I am working on an improved version right now. Also, something I completely overlooked. At the end of the first demo, Professor Oak tells you this is the end of the demo, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I never removed Professor Oak. So he'll still say, like, midway through this new demo, this is the end of the demo, just ignore him, keep on going. He's just there by accident. I have removed him. I'm going to update a new version without him. But first, I just want to make sure all the new trainers are unique, or at least most of them first. Then I'll release a new version, and that way it'll just be the improved version of what we already have. And now for the second topic, which is Xephiel. So if you recall, a little while back, I had a video about how I was like, some guy was trying to steal my Sprite. Anyways, we started out with him, and what it was that he actually was making a game and got permission from a lot of Pokémon game makers to use some of their sprites, which is really cool, and he was going to make a game with like 100 of his sprites and 25 sprites from these other game makers each, and then put them all into one region. I thought that was a really cool idea. I, of course, either I don't have sprite quality or I just won't give him permission in general right now. I kind of want to get my game out there first before I start giving away Pokémon for my game. But anyways, he told me that Xephiel, one of the legendaries for my game, was a copy, and, well, no. He said that he was going to take it and disperse it. I tried to fight him on it, and then he said that because the quality was so good and inconsistent that I couldn't have made it. And what it was is actually that his friend had made a sprite far before me that looked very similar, almost identical to his sprite, which was super weird. So we talked it out, and it's pretty clear to both of them and to me that I didn't steal the sprite or anything. It's just a bizarre coincidence, like super strange. So I said I could keep the sprite the way it is, but just because I don't want further confusion, I modified the sprite. So I'll show you the original, and I'll show you the new version, and that's pretty much it. So right here is the original Xephiel sprite. It looks pretty cool, and I will admit that it's really good in comparison to most of my other sprites. I have a few odd sprites out that are super great, but this one is one of, if not the best sprite that I have, and that's because I spent the most time on this one. Well, there's one area I spent a lot of time on, but I did it on our site, and it won't even fit in the game because of the pixel bit size, whatever the heck. It doesn't fit. It just looks weird, so I'm not using it. Anyways, I spent a couple hours on this guy, and usually I spend up to 20 minutes on most Pokemon. I spent upwards of 2 hours, at least 2 hours making this. But since I was informed that, I did modify it, so here's the new version. So this is the new sprite. As you can see, it's slightly bigger. It has a lot more of this fur stuff, which is pretty much what I focused on. Curved the tail here, added a couple spikes to this, and changed the color of, so the balls at the feet are different from the color of the balls at the head is different from here. And that makes sense, because the original idea of this guy, I'm not sure if I'm going with it, because I think I'm going in a different direction with the plot, and although the concept for this is really cool, I just think it would be kind of pointless with the plot as is. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but anyways, the original idea was this orb, certain orbs could see into the past. One orb keeps it in the present, controls what present, and it pretty much skews time. So the orb on its head can see different paths and branches into the future, and it rarely uses its powers, but it can pretty much use this to traverse the different paths and influence how the future plays out. And the original idea was that both the evil team and the good team are trying to get their hands on this Pokemon first, because the evil team will, well, Team Dark, sorry. The evil team. It's Team Dark, in case you don't know. Because Team Dark plans on using it to change the future and alter the timelines so that they're always successful, and Team Light wants to stop them by getting the Pokemon first or whatever. And other minor changes is that this is longer, its eyes are different here. Let's just pull up a side by side kind of. It's not really kind of, but you can see the differences when I change it between the two. There's a lot more hair on this one. Everything's a little bit longer, more spiky. This one's more poofy around the top head part here. Just watch. This is the most annoying way of doing this, but And this one has a bigger nose, and its feet are bigger, and there's a stripe on its foot. All that good stuff. Like, quite a bit changes between the two. It's not vastly different. I think this one looks a little bit better, maybe the same. It might be a little bit worse, but all in all, still pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm pretty sure it's changed enough to avoid someone else if they, like, maybe find that sprite that the other guy had online or whatever, and like, hey, you copied him. No, I didn't copy him, but just to be sure that won't happen again, here you guys go. And that's that. The guy actually turned out to be really nice. He was just kind of playing around with me a little because he was like certain I stole it and was just trying to see what I'd say to defend myself. And I guess in the end I proved myself, which is pretty cool. But guys, if you liked this video, make sure to let me know you liked it by leaving a like. It's not too hard, you just press that tiny thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen. And while you're down there, you might as well hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time,